Hello everybody, Lotu for Life here, bringing you guys a brand new video, and today we're going to talk about the Purery archetype. So, I'm playing catch up now. I really want to talk about these decks. But, however, also, I'm glad I waited because we got the final cards of each of the, D-Bat, I forget what the actual, it's like Deck Builders Pack, Amazing Defenders, I think is what they're called. Anyways, we finally got the final cards of each of them. I will go over Myfigurecollection as well, eventually, but they're going to be in a separate video. Today, I want to talk about the EV archetype, though, and they are just so freaking cute. Look at this. Just look at it. And then you look at the reference art and how he, like, can't walk straight, and he teeters, and he toddles, and he falls, and it's just, so cute. This... God. Honestly, I know people are like comparing this like Eevee from Pokemon, but like I kinda prefer this over Eevee. I know Eevee did it first, and Eevee's just adorable too, but I love both. Can I love both? Am I allowed to love both? I'm gonna love both. Anyway, so today let's actually talk about the deck Purery, the archetype, and also the card itself, Purery. Level 1 light. Fairy effect monster, 100 attack, 100 defense. God, if this thing was a machine dupe target, but nope, not that case. If this card is normal or spell summoned, you can activate you can excavate the top 3 cards of your deck. Then you can add one excavated Purery spell trap card to your hand. Also place the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order. Why did I add then? Whatever. Anyways, you get to basically just try to dig for your spells and traps. I really wish it was just a straight up add a spell or trap searcher, because having tested the deck, there are times where you will just whiff this so hard, and it's not good. Now, what makes it up for it, though, is that neither one of Purery's effects here are once per turn. So if you have multiple, or you're able to get multiple out, which you can do very easily in this deck, you are able to just spam out and search a ton, provided you actually manage to hit something with the top 3. And then, let's see here, her second effect, I think it's a her, I don't know, did they mention it? I don't know. Cute head, looks like it's absorbent like a sponge, soft like a marshmallow. Anyway, so this adorable little thing. Once per turn, you can reveal a Purery quick play spell in your hand, and if you do, spell summon one Xyz monster that mentions it from your X deck using this face-up card you control as material. It's treated as an Xyz summon, and if you do, attach the revealed card to it as additional material. So, this is basically kind of like a way to cheat out the Xyzes, because for some goofy reason, Purery itself is a level 1, and then all of the Xyzes, except for the 2 boss monsters, are rank 2, and then the 2 boss monsters are, well, rank 7. This is a bit annoying, but it's also very interesting. I guess it's supposed to represent Purery getting stronger or something. I don't really know. But anyways, it also makes it harder for whenever you're trying to like mash the deck with another deck, because I do not believe for a second this deck is going to be playable as a pure deck, which is funny saying because Purery, pure deck. And I'm really annoyed that in this particular deck builders pack, we got 2 decks with like very small monster counts, and you're gonna have to play them as an engine in another deck. Purery, personally, I'm testing it out in Lyrilisk, and it's been working pretty good so far, other than the occasional wind locking, but it's not the worst. Oh well. Anyways, so yeah, Purery itself, really good card here. Does what the deck wants to do. It's just the problem of getting it out on the board, because it's the one sole main deck monster in this deck, and that's a bit annoying. And then we got the Xyzes, Purery Happiness. Rank 2 Light Fairy, XYZ effect monster, 2000 attack, 1000 defense. If this card battles at the end of the damage step, you can add a Purery card from your deck to your hand. Also, if this card has Happy Memory, which is one of the quick play spells, as material, you can make the attack of one face-up monster in the field become halved. Thrice per turn, when you activate a Purery quick play spell card as a quick effect, you can attach that card on the field to this card as material. Then you can return one spell or trap card your opponent controls to the hand. So, real quick, the second effect, where up to 3 times a turn, you can just attach one of the quick play spells when you activate it onto it as an Xyz material. This is shared amongst all of the rank 2 Pureries, which is really good because it gets them more material. and the quick play spells have really bonkers not once per turn effects that just stack like crazy. Okay, like they don't seem that great until like you get like 10 materials under one Purery, and then you got a 10,000 attack point Purery. It is ridiculous. Now happiness here, I'm very mixed on the card. Okay, this card is meant to be your searcher for pretty much anything, and it does it after the damage step is over. Which, I mean, okay, it's got 2k attack. With one of the Purery spells, it gets, like, a bunch more. But there are times where you can't do that, and you need to get the starter going, and your opponent's got a 2,500 attack point monster in attack position. You're not going to get to keep your Purery on the field. You're going to have to ram it, search, and then it'll die. Oh, and then you'll get to make the attack of one of your opponent's monsters half. Why can it not be at the, like, start of the damage step to, like, have a monster? I don't know. It's annoying, but this card's really good overall for being a searcher. And hey, you got ways to, like, make it so it doesn't die, because one of the Purery spells also prevents it from dying. So, it's a good card. I just wish it was a bit more, not reliant on having everything else. Next up, we got Purery Beauty. Rank 2 Water Fairy. Exceeds effect monster. 1600 attack, 1100 defense. Needs 2 level 2 monsters. Not that you're ever going to really do that. A thought just occurred to me. This deck could be smashed into Sprite. I'm not happy about that. I am very... just as a side note, I hate Sprite. I hate it so much. I've been tooled by it every time I duel it. I'm not happy. Okay, anyways, rank 2 Water Fairy, exceeds effect monster, 1600 attack, 1100 defense, yada yada yada. And once per turn, here's its unique effect. You can target one effect monster your opponent controls. Its effects are negated until the end of the turn. This is a quick effect if this card has Purery Pretty Memory as material. Okay, so right there, this card is like one of the better ones, just because it can negate a monster effect once a turn. And of course, that's not a hard once per turn, so if you have multiple beauties out, you will be able to negate multiple monster effects, and that's really, really good. Doesn't detach for it either. And then of course, it has the standard Purery Quick Play Attach effect, and then whenever you do that, you get to change one of your opponent's monster's battle's position. Cool. I cannot change the Link monster that is about to ram my face in. I really wish they would have like made this like a bounce or something. I think, nope. Well, Plump kind of has a bounce, but anyways, yeah, Beauty. I really wish it like did something else. Battle position, monster effect changing, yada yada. Monster battle position changing is not particularly great anymore. If this YgoAmino a card, like, oh my god, that would be so much better, because this card would probably be the best one other than the bosses. Could you imagine? Oh, activate a quick play spell. Okay, chain attach, YgoAmino your monster. Oh, and then, oh, you tried to do something else. Okay, negate the monster effect. YgoAmino again if I have another spell. Okay, maybe it's a good thing it's not a YgoAmino, but it would have been a lot better. Moving on, we got Purery Plump. He's a chunker. The cutest one. Well, no, not. But they're all cute. I can't pick my favorite. It's like the Eevees. Well, I probably could pick a favorite Eevee. I haven't thought about that actually. What is my favorite Eevee? Oh well. Moving on. That's a discussion for another day. So this little guy, he's got 200 defense. 200 attack, 2100 defense. Needs 2 level 2s to go into. Once per turn, you can target up to 2 spell trap cards in the graveyards. Either players. Okay, attach them to this card as material. This is a quick effect if this card has Purery Delicious Memory as material. So, this is really cheeky in certain matchups, because graveyard effects, well, spells and traps with graveyard effects are somewhat common nowadays. So, oh, hey, you're doing against Blue Eyes. They have Return of the Dragon Lords in the graveyard. You can't kill their Blue Eyes more. Oh, well, okay, I'll just steal it. Attach it to this guy's material. Oh, you have Galaxy, Cyclone. Wait, or is it Cosmic Cyclone? Whichever one you can banish from the graveyard and pop a face-up card. Oh, I'm going to take that, so you have to wait another turn to be able to use it. Or more conventionally, oh, you're doing against Eldritch, and you got to wait till the end of the turn to use the Eldritch. I forget, which is it? The Elixirs or the Godalands? Well, whichever one. Okay, I'll steal those, and hey, you're not getting them until next turn. Or maybe even longer. I love this card so much for that cheesy factor that it has. and it's just oh so wonderful. Then, of course, it has the standard effect where it can attach a spell to it as material thrice per turn. And then when you do, you get to banish a monster in the field until the end phase. I don't think I have to explain why this is good. I wish it banished it permanently, but considering you can do it up to 3 times a turn, it makes sense why it's only until the end phase. So, oh hey, your opponent makes that access good talker, you can't switch its battle position? Okay, cool, I'll banish it. Till the end of the turn, and then when he comes back, he's only 2300, so ha! This card's really good, I like it. Moving on to Purery Happiness. This is the boss monster of the deck. At least the offensive one, then we got the defensive one with Purery Noir. I will, of course, read that before we dive into spells and traps. Happiness has, well, it's a rank 7, it's a rank 7 light fairy effect monster. Attack 2500, defense 1100. 2 level 7 monsters to go into. You can also exceed summon this card by using a rank 2 monster you control with 5 or more materials. Transfer its materials to this card. During your main phase, you can detach 1 material from this card, and if you do, negate the effects of all face-up monsters your opponent currently controls until the end of the turn. If this card has a level 1 Purery monster as a material, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to this effect's activation. God, I love that. This is a Dark Roller No More on legs. And it's generic. Any rank 7 deck can play this and go into it, which is wonderful. So, oh hey, Red Eyes has a new toy. That's the only rank 7 deck I can think of off the top of my head. Red Eyes. Come on, there's got to be another one. Like, I guess Mecha Phantoms? Kinda, with Dracossack? Oh god. I have not played very many rank 7 decks now that I think about it. Anyways, this is a new rank 7 toolbox toy. I like it. It's a walking Dark Roller No More. Now that being said, it also has another bonus effect which it just did not need, and it's total overkill, but I love it because this is just so hilarious. When an attack is declared involving this card with 5 or more materials, inflict 1500 damage to your opponent. So this card can easily get just a crap ton of materials on it, especially if you just keep stealing crap with Plump before you go into this. And then that's not once per turn. Well, this is not once per turn. I don't see anything on this saying that even this is once per turn. You could keep doing this as many times as you want. So actually, auto quick plays. They give bonus effects to your Purery's water materials, and they stack. So, like, for instance, this one, oh, no, that's a continuous spell. This one makes it so that the monster can attack, like, multiple times. Well, sorry. Number of Purery Happy Memory attached, +1. So you have 3, that's 4 attacks. 1500 each time. You don't even need to do damage. You can just win like that with the burn. It's so stupid. Okay, let's talk about Noir real quick before we dive into the spells and trap. Okay, so Purery Noir has the reversed, well, kind of reverse stats of Happiness. 1100 attack, 2800 defense. This is clearly the defensive go first option, whereas Happiness is the offensive whenever you're going second option. Same summoning conditions as Happiness, and this card with 5 or more materials is unaffected by your opponent's activated effects. That's everything. Spells, monsters, traps, just being mean and can't be killed, and thanks to the attack and defense buffer, it's going to be a pain in the butt to run over. This thing is annoying. You can detach 2 materials from this card and target 1 card your opponent controls or in their graveyard, place it on the bottom of the deck. This is a quick effect if this card has a level 1 Purery monster as material. So, again, this is another generic toolbox option for rank 7 decks. Obviously, you won't get the quick effect, but hey, it's a spin, and a spin is a spin. So, that's really good. But in deck, this card is obnoxious as hell. Okay? Not once per turn on it at all. No once per turn. Okay? Now, granted, because you're more than likely going to be going first, you're not going to get the same amount of, like, utility out of it as, like, you would with Happiness, only because it's probably not going to have as many material. But this, with, like, 6 material, that's 3 spins. That's stupid. This card is stupid. It's so good. I love it. Both boss monsters are great. Happiness, obviously, is your game ender, while Noir is your obnoxious spinner. Interruption, whatever you want to call it. Moving on, we got Stray Purery Street. I really wish we could see like a little Purery running around in here. I don't see him anywhere, unless this is him here. Anyways, so, Stray Purery Street, field spell card. Your opponent cannot target Purery monsters you control with card effects, which is awesome. During the turn they were summoned, at least, which is pretty mean. I love it. Second effect, once per turn, if a face-up Purery XYZ monster you control leaves the field by your opponent, special summon one level Purery monster from your deck or graveyard. Okay, so, oh, you did kill my boss monster? Okay, I get another Purery and I get to search. It's just so good. During each end phase, you can target a Purery XC monster on the field. Attach one Purery quick play spell from your deck or graveyard to it as material. This card is just value all around. It doesn't like recur or add or do anything on activation, but this card gets more bonkers the longer it stays on the field. It honestly reminds me of Floundery's the Floundery's field spell. I think it's called Map. It's been a hot minute since I've actually read the name, where it just kind of sits there and doesn't do anything until it needs to, or until something happens that causes it. Like, realistically, this is one of those field spells that is deceptively good, because you're going to activate it, your opponent's going to completely forget about it, they're going to, like, Regeki you or something, or more likely Access Code Talker, or, heck, it leaves the field, it doesn't care if it gets destroyed or anything. It's just, oh, hey, you caused my dude to get banished. Okay, I summoned a level 1 from deck or grave. And then, of course, it gets you another material on your Xyzes every turn. Very, 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 very good field spell all around. I do wish it had an activation effect, but hey, you know what? It's still, it's good. Next up, we got Purery, my friend. Oh, he's so cute. Look at him. He was abandoned on the street and he needs a bath. Oh, poor thing. I still think he's got to be in here somewhere. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's like Finding Waldo. Anyway. I just noticed the file name. Oh. Jeez, this deck is gonna be popular just because it's adorable. Okay, Purery, my friend, a continuous spell card. Here's the searcher, by the way. You don't use the first and second effects of this card's name once per turn. Hey, there's a once per turn effect. Everything else has been not once per turn. Once per turn, so you can pay 500 life points to reveal 3 Purery cards from your deck, except a copy of this card itself. And if you do, your opponent randomly picks one for you, add it to your hand, and shuffle the rest back into the deck. So like most of these other, reveal 3, your opponent picks one at random, gets it added to your hand deck, cards. You're just going to pick 3 of the same one to force your opponent to give one to you. Now, that being said, once you get like really through everything, you're going to start like picking like one of each, or one of a few, or whatever. It really doesn't matter. All the quick plays do essentially the same thing with minor differences, so you don't really care. And then obviously, I mean, most of the time when I've used this, it's like trying to get the little dude, Purery himself. Speaking of, yeah, anyways, I don't know what was I gonna say. Yeah, so yeah, just, you know, grabbing Purery, getting your deck going, and doing all that. Really good card. Then we got Purery Happy Memory. Just, aww. This whole deck just makes me want to go all. Oh god, if they make a mat for this, I am gonna have to buy it. Like, just the cuteness overwhelming. So, okay, you can only, okay, so, quick play effect of Purery Happy Memory. Apply this effect to one card on the field until the end of the next turn. Then, you can discard one card, and if you do, special summon one level 1 Purery monster from your deck. Once applied, the next time that card would be destroyed by card effect, it is not destroyed. So this is really weirded, like, weirdly worded text here, okay? It's kind of like the Dark Worlds where they got super weird text, but once you read it, it kind of makes sense. So, when you activate this card, you basically select whatever card you're going to apply the effect to. Then you get to discard a card and special summon a level 1 Purery from your deck. Then, once this card resolves, the next time that card that you targeted, well, it doesn't target, just apply the effect to. That's so weird, but, you know, the card you selected to apply the effect to. It cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. Well, sorry, no, wait. Just card effects, not battle. Just card effects. Till the end of the next turn. So, this is really good for targeting your boss monsters to protect them during your opponent's turn. And of course, obviously, it gets you your Purery. Every single one of these quick play spells, it does basically this, okay? Where they do a thing, and then you can discard a card and summon Purery from deck. Really good. I just wish they could summon him from anywhere, because obviously, if like you draw all three, you're kind of screwed. Or, oh, hey, you burn through all three and they're all in your graveyard, you're kind of screwed. So I really, really wish they could summon from graveyard too, but I digress. A Purery Xyz monster that has this card as material gains this effect. This card can attack attack monsters a number of times each battle phase, up to the number of happy memories attached to it +1. Obviously, if you only have the 1, you're going to get 2 attacks, so on and so forth. It just keeps increasing. Very, very good card all around. Kind of helps you go for the game ending. Then we got Purery Pretty Memory, and it's just, oh, it's so cute. Each player gains 1,000 life points, then you get to discard and summon Purery from deck. A Purery Xyz monster that has this card as material gains this effect. Once per turn, you can send one other card you control to the graveyard, and target a card your opponent controls. Attach it to this card as material. This is stupid. This is just stupid, stupid, stupid removal. I love it. I wish it didn't target, but oh well, screw it. This is stupidly good removal. So, oh hey, your opponent's got a big boss monster, can't be destroyed by battle, can't be destroyed by card effects, it's got a crap ton of attack power. Okay, I'm just gonna take it as material and put it on my cute little cat dragon thing. It's like, okay. Really, really good card. And then, oh yeah, this is it applies for each one. At least that's how it's working on YgoPro so far. I don't know if that's actually how it's gonna work, but like for each pretty memory on YgoPro, it's been letting me do like, oh, I got 3 pretty memory. Okay, I can attach 3 guys onto my card. It's just so stupid. And then we get the chunker where he gets fat. Look at him. He's just so happy. He's like, oh, I've never seen this much food in my life. Okay. Quick play spell card. Make one monster on the field unable to be destroyed by battle. That's why I was getting it mixed up. Until the end of the next turn, then you can discard 1 card, and if you do, spell summon a Purery from your deck. Really good card all around. What else do you want me to say there? And this is where it gets really bonkers, because this is the one where a Purery Xyz monster that has this card as material gains this effect. It gains 300 attack for each material attached to this card. Like with the others, it applies for each one, at least so far on YgoPro. Maybe they'll like update the rollings or something and say, no, you only get 1 even if you have 3 of these. But right now, you got 3 of these, you're getting 900 attack for every material attached to that monster. So that's just 9, 18, 27 just with the 3 alone. You throw anything else on there and it's gonna get just stupidly high attack power. As I've said, playtesting this deck, I've had happiness at well over 10,000 attack because of this, and it is ridiculous because you don't even need the 1500 burn. It's just like, why add this overkill? It's just killed him with cuteness. Then we got Purery Leap. This is probably the worst card in the deck. Hey, whoa. I don't know why they decided to make that the name of the file, but whatever. It's a cute card, probably what's going to be on the mat if they do make a mat for this deck. You can only activate 1 card to discard same per turn. Hey, there's a once per turn effect on here. Target a Purery Xyz monster you control, special summon a Purery XYZ monster with different rank with a... Target 1 Purery XYZ monster you control. Spell summon 1 Purery XYZ with a different rank from your extract by using it as material, but return the summon monster to the extract during the end phase. This is treated as a Xyz summon, and you transfer materials over. And by the way, by end phase, I mean the next end phase, so the next turn. So this basically lets you kind of like skip over to the next one up, and it's okay. I really don't like this card's activation effect. It can come in clutch from time to time, but it really just, I don't like the fact that you lose it along with any materials it had on it. Now that being said, this can come in clutch pretty easily. Like for instance, you can use this when your opponent's about to kill your beauty, turn it into a noir, and then you gotta shuffle. You know, it can come up. That being said, I'm very iffy on the activation effect. Its better effect, in my opinion, and what makes it really good discard fodder, is you can banish this card from your graveyard and target up to... Wait, it just says you can banish this card. It doesn't specify where from. That's so weird. So I can banish it from my hand or field. I feel like this is just a bad translation on YGO Organization's part. I'm not sure. But hey, it's just weird because it doesn't specify where from. But it does it in the graveyard on YGO set, so I'm going to go with: you banish this card from your graveyard, then target up to 3 Purery monsters in your graveyard, shuffle them into the deck. This is your recursion for the deck, and literally is all it. And there's no way to recur to spells or traps outside of the field spell to attach them onto your dude as material. I really like the graveyard effect because it does let you keep going and put your Pureries back in the deck, so you can keep summoning them off the quick play spells. But really, honestly, you don't need more than one of this in the deck in my experience. It is like the best discard fodder for the deck. Outside of like if you're playing Dangers, which is another engine I was testing out with this deck for a little bit. But really, honestly, you don't need more than one of this card in the deck, in my opinion, from what I've been testing. It's searchable. It's just recursion. At least in my opinion. I don't know. Maybe I'm an idiot and you should play 3. I don't know. I'm rolling with 1 right now. So that is Purery. I really like this deck. It's so cute. I'm a sucker for cute things, and this is like the cutest deck ever. I can't say that because Melfi exists. And I think Melfi's got Purery beat in terms of being the cutest. But this is just so cute and wholesome. You got this cute little dragon beast fairy thing, cat thing, I don't even know. And he's just a stray, and he gets picked up and spoiled rotten by his family. Like, it's just so cute and wholesome. I love it. I love it so much. So that is pretty much all I got to say about the deck so far. I will show you my build that I'm testing right now, just to kind of give you an idea. I was also trying to make this work. I've seen people do that, but it's not working for me. I can't get it to work. Then again, I'm an idiot, so let's see here. Purery. There it is. I think I spelled it wrong, too. Whatever. So here's Purery. This is the build that I've been playing on Ygopro just as a testing with Lyrialist. It's been working pretty good. I don't know why Happy Memory is not loading its artwork, but oh well. So basically, I've maxed out on all the spells because I want to see them to get Purery out. That's the whole goal of the deck, and you really just use the Lyrialists as an engine to stall because that's what they're really good at. They can OTK from time to time, but they're really like an engine deck more than anything else. I am playing... Oh, I thought I'm playing 2 Leaf. I was saying I only play 1. I'm a fraud, guys. 2 is okay too. I don't know. I'm trying out 2 right now. I could have sworn I dropped it to 1. It's working fine. I don't think 3 is necessary. Anyways, seriously though, it's just like you want to get out the spells so quick and you want to see them quick. I really wish there was a way to search out the quick play spell outside of using Purery's effect to grab it, but hey, whatever. And it just results in some very, 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 very wonderful and just stupid plays that this deck can do, and I love it. Just gonna run through this little test real quick. I really should have just gone into the AI. I was not planning to do this, but I love this deck so much. See, that's my problem right there. Even if you max out on everything, you're not always gonna hit it, and then you whiff, and then it's like, oh, okay, that's the end of my turn. It's not good. That's where the Lyrialists come in, because then you just kind of make your simple Nightingale or your blue what's-your-face, and then you just call it a day. It's like, okay. So, yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of the fact that it does the Excavate top 3. I am very much used to that with the Marincess and how, oh, hey, but like with Marincess Blue Tang, that is an added effect. It is not a it's not her main effect. Her main effect is the mill, you know? But then you get the added effect of, oh, hey, also getting to... Wow, this is actually a really good hand here. I get distracted. You also get the additional effect of doing the excavate top 3 and then getting to do your thing. So I really, really, really wish that this deck had a more dedicated searcher outside of... Now watch, I'm gonna whiff. Okay, cool, I'm not whiffing. Good. Hey, and even better yet, got the continuous spell. Yeah. So yeah, that's actually like really good there. Activate the field spell. Activate continuous. Oh, hey, they updated it, so then now it does the card art in the background. And then we're just gonna be a butt and go boom, 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 and get my negate out. Yep. And then to be a mega butt, let's go into assembled I almost called it assembled rotten. Some people would call it. Let's prioritize graveyard and get an attack buff on. See, look at that instant, like 2500 quick effect negate. We got the bouncer. This is why I'm liking the Lurelix build so much, because you're just able to just be such a jerk to your opponent. Let's see here. Do I want to? I feel like I want to bounce that. Bye. Goodbye, Blue Eyes. And then here comes the Blue Eyes alternate, and I'm gonna bounce him too. Goodbye. I love it. Then let's go ahead and attach the... See, let's see if it still does it. Yeah, double the attack points. God, it's so stupid. I love it. And then let's go ahead and grab the... Wow, really? That's the only one I have 3 of left? Cool. And then normal summon the period that I drew. This is where I kind of need to work on it a bit more and put some more links in, because it sucks not having... Oh wow, I didn't even realize I revealed stuff. Yeah, hit it. Alrighty, let's see here. Could do that, but no, I don't want to. Let's see. Effect. Reveal happy memory. Go for happiness. Set the trap. And switch you to defense. There we go. 4K. And 2K. Get the search. Add. God, I don't even know. Feels like I'm missing something. Oh, here we go. Oh, I don't want to have the attack. I want to face a monster on the field. That's all my monsters. Oh. See, I have a tendency to do that by accident, too. I forget that, oh, it's asking to change their effects to attach. But anyways, you get the point. This deck is able to just churn out so much damage. Oh my god, I could make Infinite Track Megaclops here. Yeah, I need to work on the deck a bit more, but that's been my general experiences with it. And I really like this deck so much. It's so much fun, and it's so cute. It's funny, though, because I still think that Rescue Ace is going to be the best deck out of this set. Which, actually, have I talked about Rescue Ace yet? I don't think I have. I need to do a video on him. Anyways, guys, that'll be it. Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Please share out. I am dumbfounded that my Galaxy Eyes video talking about the new Galaxy support has blown up as much as it has. I thought it wouldn't get more than like 50 views, maybe 100, like every other video I've done lately. But hey, it's like pushing 600 right now. So thank you guys for sharing out my stuff and helping support the channel by doing so. Again, if you liked the video, check out my other stuff. I do a lot of stuff, mainly focusing on Yu-Gi-Oh! Trying to do a bit more Digimon, because I love Digimon so much, but I don't know, people don't like that, so screw me. Anyways, thank you all. Have a great day. It's your birthday, and peace out. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do consider rating, commenting, and subscribing. Sharing the video helps as well. If you especially really like it, please do consider being a channel member. Every little bit helps out. And hey, also why not check me out on my other social media pages. Thank you, and have a great day.